Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, my name is SITI Aisyah binti Adnan. Lecture number is AW210028. Today I'm going to present about Malaysia's majestic creature, which is Panthera tigris jacksoni. It's also known as Malayan tiger. As we all know, it is a mammalia coming from phylum Chordata, order Carnivora, family Felidae, genus Panthera, and lastly, subspecies Panthera tigris jacksoni. Next, more info about Malayan tiger is they are only found in Peninsular Malaysia and southern Thailand. Malayan tiger is an apex predator. Its diet consisting of boars, antelope, deer, porcupine, wild ox, and mouse deer. They control the herbivore population to ensure they don't dominate the rainforest. Tiger play a role in the balancing the ecosystem and ensuring our rainforests remain healthy. The tiger's favorite food is the samba deer. They are also hunted and killed to make rendang and satay. The Malayan tiger is averagely 2.4 meters in length and weight 120 kg. Malayan tigers are great swimmers and are even known to cross rivers when necessary. They can swim up to 6 km. Tigers like to soak to cool down their body. Usually, tigers give birth to 2 to 3 cubs. Malayan tiger cubs stay with their mother until they are about 2 years old. Cubs like to play together. Mother will look after them and teach them life skills until they reach the age of 2, when they are separate to live independently. There are 9 subspecies of tiger in the world, but only 6 still remain. 3 subspecies that are already extinct is Bali tiger, Panthera tigris balica, Javan tiger, Panthera tigris sodaica, and Caspian tiger, Panthera tigris brigata. Next is IUCN category. Tiger in general, which species Panthera tigris is classified as endangered under the IUCN Red List for threatened species. But according to WWF Malaysia, Malayan tiger is classified as critical endangered under the IUCN Red List for threatened species. This is the present of distribution of Panthera tigris in the world according to GBIF. Next, this is some of the threats that affecting the individuals or population of Malayan tiger. First is human-wildlife conflict. Individual tigers require a large territory, and the size of its territory was determined mostly by the availability of prey. Tigers are also forced to compete for space with dense and often growing human populations. Tigers have been killed by humans because they are seen as a threat to their livestock. Humans have also destroyed the tiger natural habitat by clear-cutting forests and building towns and villages. Second, widespread hunting. Poachers continuously hunt these tigers for their pelt and body parts. Traditional Chinese and Vietnamese medicine rely heavily on tigers, and it is now thought that organized crime is behind local poaching, making the problem even worse and more difficult to eliminate. Poaching is the main threat they face, as is one of the most lethal methods of decreasing the tigers' already low numbers. They are endangered due to the massive illegal hunting for their skin, bone, and other part of their body in the name of creating traditional medicine. The third one is deforestation. In Malaysia, numerous development projects have been carried out, many of which aim to advance the production of food products, rubber, and palm oil. Unfortunately, the widespread use of palm oil put the dangers and the other beautiful biodiversity that can be found in Malaysian natural rainforest in grave danger. Due to the destruction of their homes to make way for this plantation, Malayan tigers are in danger of going extinct. Deforestation not only affects the tiger's habitat, but also other Malaysian animals that the tiger depend on for food. As part of their diet, they eat wild boar, samba deer, Korean bearded pigs, barking deer, and serow. The tigers no longer have enough food as a result of the over-harvested prey, which also had an effect on their population level. Next is modern technological approaches that can be used to help the conservation of this species is the first one is establishment of the National Wildlife Rescue Centre, National Tiger Conservation Centre, Habitat Enrichment and Wild Tiger Breeding Program and its food source. The second one is employing camera traps. Camera traps are used by WWF scientists and field staff to gather key information about tigers and their habitats. Since no two tigers have the exact same pattern of stripe, it's crucial to get pictures of both sides of the animal to distinguish between individuals and make sure we are not counting the same one again. The third one is installing tracking technologies. By installing the tracker, which is a radio collar that using GPS satellite technology could detect if the animal have moved to another area or left its original habitats. This is some of the news about Malayan tiger around this year. This is also evidence of human-wildlife conflict. Next, my comment on the appropriateness or otherwise of establishing captive breeding program and reintroduction program. The establishing of captive breeding program and reintroduction program for Malayan tiger is not appropriate. The reason is the decline in the population of Malayan tiger is not that the tiger are not mating or breeding enough. Tigers are prolific breeders, like the majority of cats, will help the explain why there are more and more of them kept in captivity around the world, despite the fact that wild tiger numbers are still being decimated. The Malayan tiger is critically endangered in the wild because of habitat destruction, diminishing prey species, poaching, and the wildlife trade. Researchers from the University of Exeter found in the 2008 study that most captive-born predators do not survive after being released into the wild. The chances of carnivores such as tigers and wolves surviving freedom are only 33% due to their lack of hunting skill and lack of fear of humans and susceptibility to viruses and diseases. The second one is conservation organization Born Free Foundation also point out that wild tigers born in human-controlled environments such as wildlife reserve and zoos are unlikely to be successfully released and will often spend the rest of their life in captivity. The third one is genetics. Genetics plays a role in the reason to maintain genetic variety over a long period of time. There are not enough tigers in breeding scheme. By trading breeding animal between zoos, the Association of Zoos and Aquariums strive to diversify captive gene pools, but genetic drift and genetic bottleneck can still happen. India's attempt to breed the Asiatic lion have shown how genetic flaws in breeding stock can lead to fatal diseases. The issues need to be resolved before such an approach to feasible is captive breeding of tiger cannot help to restore wild population unless there is an end to poaching and the trade in tiger parts. There must be stricter law enforcement and harsher penalties for wildlife crime, and Malaysia must play its part in helping to capacitate wildlife trafficking networks. This is a fun fact about Malayan tiger's uniqueness. The Malayan tiger is unique in which no two tigers have the same markings. Their stripes are individual as fingerprints are for humans. In conclusion, the future scenarios for Malayan tiger are dim. The national crest, along with the other logo of nation, represent the country's icon, which must now be preserved with help from the people and the government of Malaysia. Without tiger, our rainforest would lose an animal that is both magnificent and important. If tigers vanish, so will our sense of national pride. These are the references. That's all from me. Thank you.